everybody, XLuma here, and in this video I will show you how to randomize and play the Party Mimic, the Party Mimic ROM hack released on Summit a little while ago, and pretty much any of the Pokemon Emerald hack that I will work on myself. And the reason for this is that I'm using the Decomp project Pokemonrod to make these hacks and not like a base ROM or anything. So you'll have to compile the ROM yourself and also use another piece of software to randomize it if you wish to, because Universal Pokemon Randomizer is not gonna like the ROM that we will going to build. So a couple requirements: you're gonna need a computer. That's it. I recommend having a Windows 10 computer because the setup is, in my opinion, way easier. But if you have like a Mac OS computer or a Linux computer, you can use any of these, and we'll see why in a second. So first step, you're gonna head down to the link in the description, the first link, which is going to bring you here. This is the instruction to set up the Pokemonrod Decomp project, as well as all the dependencies for it. So I'm only going to cover the Windows steps, but as you can see, if we go down a bit, you can use macOS and you can use Linux. So if you have like a macOS computer, then you just follow these steps. Or for Linux, then these ones. But for the sake of this tutorial, we're only going to follow the Windows WSL1 instructions. So WSL is the Windows subsystem Linux. What this means is pretty much Linux onto Windows. So the first step that we're going to do, you'll type in the Windows search bar Windows PowerShell, execute it as administrator. This window would pop up, and then you take this command, copy, paste, press enter. I'm not gonna do it because I already did. So, and once you press enter, some stuff is gonna print, and it will ask to reboot your PC. And I suggest you do, because otherwise you're not going to be able to continue with this process. So once your computer has rebooted, you head to the Microsoft Store, and you'll search for Ubuntu in the search bar, and you're clicking on this one, specifically the Ubuntu 18.04. Not this one, like the blue one without the 20.04 LTS. And the reason for this is that this one is like too much updated for the dependencies we need, I guess. So you'll want to download that one and install it. Once that's done, you launch it either from the Microsoft Store, or you type Ubuntu into the Windows search bar, and the little terminal is gonna open up. If this is the first time for you to launch this software, it's gonna do a little bit of setup, and it's gonna ask you to input a username and password. This is because it's pretty much a computer inside a computer, so it still requires a username and a password to function properly. So once that's done, you'll go back to your browser, and you copy and paste this command. What this does is that it's just gonna all it does is updating the Linux distro to the latest packages. Not gonna do it, already did it. And then this command, also if this is your first time, again, this command is gonna take at least, I think I can pin down a good 10 minutes. So while you wait, I don't know, like do something else. And then once you come back and it's done, you copy and paste this command. What this does is install these 4 dependencies, which are important to install and compile the Pokemonrod project. Once that's done, you have to choose where to store your ROM inside, not the ROM, the project inside this window. So to access the Windows drive, what you want to do is you want to type cd/mnt and then the layer of the drive. So if you want to store it on the, so like I'm gonna show like a quick example. If you want to store it on the C drive, then you type C. If you want to store it on any other drive, then you type the letter for it. So me, I'm gonna store it on the F drive at this folder. Sorry for this. There you go. Perfect. So this is where I'm going to store the ROM. You store it wherever you want. And then we'll proceed to the installation. So for this one, you'll head to the second link in the description, which is going to bring you to my GitHub page, which has a fork of the Pokemon project. And the reason for this is that I have two branches for the project. So you probably like get here on the master branch, and you want to switch for one of these branch. And the key difference between these two is that this one is vanilla, and like that's it. It's just vanilla. So like Gen 1 to Gen 3 Pokemons, like the old battle system, there's nothing changed at all except a little piece of code that's gonna mimic the Pokemon trainer party that you'll fight. This one though has Pokemon from Gen 1 to Gen 8. It has updated and new moves, new abilities, items. It has a completely revamped battle system, like pretty much a whole bunch of stuff that, in my opinion, just makes the experience way better. But you pick like whatever suits you. So I'm gonna pick the Party Mimic expansion just for a secret tutorial, but you can still follow with this one, no problem at all. So you'll go to code, and you'll copy this URL. You go back to the Ubuntu window, and you type it git clone, and you paste the URL. If you want to give a different name for the folder where this is going to be downloaded, just press space, and you put a name. So me, I'm gonna do tutorial, just for the sake of this, again, just for the sake of this tutorial. But you can name it whatever you want. There's no problem with this. So then we're gonna press enter, and it's gonna take a little bit of time to download the whole repo. So we'll see us again once that's done. All right, welcome back. So the process has completed. If I do this command, ls, which means list, we see that I have a folder called tutorial, which contains this whole repo. So before moving forward, we have to take care of an extra step, which is switching to the branch that we chose earlier. So here's the command that we are going to type: git checkout, and then you'll put the name of the branch that we want to use. So if you want to use the vanilla Party Mimic, then you type in Party Mimic _ vanilla. If you want to use the Party Mimic expansion, then you type Party Mimic expansion. I'm gonna go with this one, but if you want to go with the vanilla one, make sure that you put the correct name. And then we press enter. If done correctly, it's gonna update some files, and it's going to say like switched to branch Party Mimic vanilla or expansion. The switching from the master branch to the Party Mimic vanilla is going to be way faster, only because the Party Mimic extension has, I think, about this much of extra files because of all the new moves, abilities, and all that stuff. So we'll let it complete, and we'll get back to it. So there you go. We switch from the master branch to the party mimic extension branch. And from now you could compile the ROM all fine with just the party mimic code inserted into it. But no, you cannot compile it. Actually, we have like another step we have to take care of. So you'll have to type in this command cd dot dot, which goes back to the previous folder, and you go back to this page. The step we have to take care of is to install the AGBCC compiler to compile the ROM back into a .gba. So you will input all of these commands one at a time. So you copy and paste this one in here, and it's going to clone the AGBCC repo. So as you can see, I already have it. So all I'm going to do is the second one. So I do cd AGBCC, and then you're going to put this command in, and when this one is done, you're going to input this one. One thing to note with this one command is this part. So you have to change this part to whatever name you gave the PokeMRL repo that you downloaded earlier. So as you can see, mine, I named it tutorial, so I'm gonna go / tutorial. Otherwise, like, change tutorial for whatever name you gave to the folder, and then you press enter. It's not gonna output anything to the console, and if you get no return at all, then I'm pretty sure that it worked just fine. So now, if you want to compile the ROM directly, like even with the expansion, like just plain changes, no randomization, you can do cd dot dot, go to your PokeMRL folder, and then just type make, like that's it. It's gonna build .gba ROM that you can retrieve in the same folder. Pop that into like mgba or any emulator that you want to use, and it's gonna work just fine. If you want to use some randomization into your game, then head down into the description to the third link, which is going to bring you to this page. This is the page for the Decomp Pokemon Randomizer, and what that does is allow Pokemon games compiled from the compilation project to be randomized. And the reason for this, as I said at the start of the video, Universal Pokemon Randomizer, which is a software that we would usually recommend, is not gonna work with any of the two projects. And the reason for this is because I added data to it. So all the offsets and that complicated stuff that UPR is gonna look for are not gonna be there. So it will just like crash on load. And this tool, well, bypasses, not exactly bypasses, but instead is going to modify the source file and then when we compile it back, it's like pretty much the same as if we used UPR. So you're gonna scroll down, click on the media file link to download it. And just a note, this is a jar file, so make sure you have Java installed. And then double click, and a window is going to pop up. Click open, and locate the folder of your decompilation project. So you see mine is at f-data document decomp tutorial. Click open, it's gonna say folder loaded successfully. If you have the vanilla version of the party mimic, all of these ones are gonna be grayed out, and you will not be able to tick them. If you have the expansion one though, all of these ones are gonna be like free to include into your project. So I'm going to tick all of them. I want randomized starters. I want let's randomize like everything. Not gonna add the new items. Yeah, let's add the new items. Like not shuffle evolution, change impossible evolution, change level limit set. You can change to the alert sets. I don't know, completely random. And then you press each of these buttons. So this one takes a little bit more time to complete. Like give it maybe like, yeah, 10-20 seconds maybe, and then like randomize items, randomize data, and everything saves automatically. So when you close the software, it's already randomized. So once you did all the randomization that you wanted to do, you press X. And now the last step is to compile the project to a working ROM. So go into your Ubuntu folder and make sure that you are in your Pokemon project, whatever you name the folder, at the branch that you decided to use. And you're going to type in make. And it may take a little bit of time to launch, and it's going to take even more time to finish compiling, because like it has to compile like some dependencies and all that stuff back like from scratch. I'd say give yourself a good 20 minutes, especially if you're using the Party Mimic expansion branch. So as you can see, it already started, and it will take a lot. Like, yeah, if you use the vanilla version, it's gonna take, I think, about 10 minutes at best. If you use the expansion, I can give about a good 20 minutes. So, step back, take a cup of tea, I don't know, read a book, and we'll see each other once that's done. All right, so as expected, after about 15 minutes, the compilation has finished. In the folder tutorial, there will be a pokemon.gba that contains um, every changes made to the decompilation project, and is now fully playable in pretty much any emulator. I'm pretty sure that like you could even try it a little bit on Real Auto and it would actually work. So yeah, that's pretty much it for this tutorial. I'm sorry for like going back onto my words a little bit, but I think this is simple enough that anybody can do it. I think this is even simpler than like PK3DS tutorials. And yeah, you can come back to this tutorial for like any hack that I'm gonna release under the TSB name, and it's pretty much, unless there's something that's changed, I will not make a new video. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed the game. I hope everything went well. If something did not, or you think there's a bug somewhere, ping me on the team subit Discord, and I'll try to help you as best as I can. So yeah, enjoy, have fun. I'll see you later.